Hello and welcome back to the Iron Man Wild Challenge with me, Sheppy. You join us back in Ongoro Crater. If you remember, we were just started out in this zone in the last episode. This zone is another one of those zones a bit like Dust Wallow Marsh in that it's kind of been a little bit tweaked for the Cataclysm, but for the most part it remains as it was in vanilla. There's a lot of quests here, there's a lot of mobs. It's all very tightly packed together. There's a lot of XP as well. And first and foremost, there's a lot of raptors that we've got to kill. Now these raptors, we do have to be really careful. We've got quite a lot of quests and objectives that are raptor based. To start off, we're doing the scent of the Larkorwi. We're looking for a couple of Ravasaur pheromone glands. You've also got some other quests coming up to do with the raptors. The toxic tolerance quest, I think, is the one we're going to try next. And generally, I really like this zone. And you're going to hear me talk a little bit more about how much I like this zone in other episodes. But primarily, it was a good little challenge for me. Some of the hardest and therefore most challenging quests we'd come across, actually. And the first one of those is Toxic Tolerance, and you're going to see me attempt to do this quest for a little while because it is pretty tricky. This is the state of the quest map at the minute, and we're going to get straight on that Toxic Tolerance, get splashed with 20 Venomhide blood. Right, and the reason we want to do this is not really part of a quest chain for the zone, but it is something that will allow us to get a horde only mount. So if you're Alliance, if you're playing on an Alliance character, this is something you may not have seen. It's the companion quest that goes with the Winter Spring Tiger mount, which is an Alliance only mount. So this is like the horde equivalent. Now, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's probably easier than the Winter Spring reputation grind, although I've not done that in Cataclysm, so maybe that's really easy now, but it used to be pretty tricky, or time consuming at the very least. The first step of the horde equivalent, though, is actually fairly difficult because, for a number of reasons. First off, we have to find a specific mob of Venomhide Ravasaur. It's kind of grey looking. There's one there. And secondly, we need to get splashed by his blood 20 times. And that basically means we need to be attacked by him when he does a random special ability. And also, we need to be attacking him. So, I don't know whether you can see those green flashes that are coming off of his claws. That's the ability that he does. He actually did that quite a few times there. But it's facing the wrong way. So, it's not going to help. So I put my cat into passive, and next time he does it, I'm attacking. There we go, we've got a couple. I'm attacking with just my basic swing here. So I'm taking a fair bit of damage. And it's going to take us a little while. This is one of those quests that's actually, it's quite tricky at a low level, especially if you don't have talents and gear. It's quite tricky at a high level as well because, like I say, you do need to be attacking, and at a high level you just kind of one-shot things. So it's a little bit tricky. We're going to persevere through this. We've got a good, straight off the bat actually, we figured out a good way to do this by letting our pet get some aggro at the start. With a kill command and a growl. And then what we can do is we can put the pet into passive and just hit on it until, hit on it sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? We'll hit on the mob until we get aggro, and then we can feign death, let the pet get another attack in, or we can just sit through the beating until it dies. So we've got 4 out of 20. 5. This is going to take a while. 6. So I think the most I ever get in one kill is like 4. That is so boring. So I get bored of that and go and try the first hardest quest I've had to do, which is the Bouquets of Death, which sounds amazing. And on this quest, what we have to do... Oh no, I tell a lie. We'll come back to that one later. We're going to go back to Toxic Tolerance. And I think I've basically cut out about half an hour of questing there. We've done that, but essentially that was quite tricky. And yeah, round of applause to me, I think. Not. Just check on Wowhead, basically. So next we've got some more quests to do. We've got Venom Hide Eggs to do next, I think. And on this one's a little bit interesting. What we have to do here is find some eggs from the little nests that we've got. You see there, a guy just flew past on his mount. Unfortunately, he's doing the quest as well. And the eggs are kind of rare spawns in those nests. We do only need 4, but the nests are pretty hard to spot. And whether there's an egg in the nest is another question. There's not any in those 2 nests. Not a difficult quest. A little bit time consuming. One more egg. Excellent. I think the reason we're doing this is we're I actually don't know. I've actually forgotten why we were collecting the eggs. It does all lead on to something. But next we're going to do Larkori. Larkori used to be up in near the eastern pylon. I don't know why they've moved him down here. We're looking for something. Here we go. So this stone that we put the things onto to summon him, like I say, used to be up near the eastern pylon. I don't know why they've moved him. It's ridiculous. The pylon's still there. For some reason they've made the pylon area inaccessible if you don't have a flying mount. Ridiculous. But that's fine. We'll just kill him down here. That's not a problem at all. Okay, one of the other quests we're doing is the Crystals of Power. Oh shit. Right, that's what... I'm not sure if you saw that. That was on and off the screen very quickly. The reason I was most dreading this zone was that Ravasaur. It's an elite and it's like a precursor to the Fel Reaver in Outland, except you get no audible warning that it's creeping up behind you, and before you know it, you are dead. Oh, we're doing the eggs, that was right, for the mount quest, and the next leg of that quest I don't bother completing. I'll come back and do that when my dude is 85. That is not a problem. So we're going to go off now and try and find finding the source, find the hottest area of Fire Plume Ridge. This quest, again, it's a good old vanilla quest. It used to be started over in the west. There's some hot springs to the west of here. I don't know why it's moved. Again, it's just one of those kind of unnecessary changes. And what we have to do here is look for like an ash plume and take a thermometer measurement of it, see if it's the hottest one. This quest also used to hook up to Winter Spring, because there's also some kind of volcanic plumes out there. That's not there anymore. Again, don't know why it's changed. We're also getting Ungoro Ash whilst we're here. And I'm not sure if you saw that, but I was going to go into the lava. It one-shot my pet and would have two-shot me. It took off half my health in one tick of damage, which is not good at all. Kind of goes without saying, but lava in WoW, I think I'm probably just used to it at level 85 because it's not very hot at level 85 and it does almost no damage. But level 51, that isn't so much the case. It fucking hurts. So anyway, we're still looking for the hottest area of Fire Plume Ridge, and the reason I can't find it is because Blizzard have been sneaky and they've moved it. It used to be at the top here, but now, for whatever reason, again, an unnecessary change. Although this one has caught me out, so that's fine. They've moved it for Cataclysm, so and I don't know where it is. And to save time, I go and check Wowhead. And true enough, it's down here. That's not it. It's down here to the northwest. There we go. And right, what we're going to do is we're going to try and find some more of these crystals that we need. We've got another little quest hub here as well. Shizzle's flyer. Shizzle needs 35 webbed pterodact scales. I don't know why 35. He's making a plane. Surely he'd want an even number. Who knows? It's almost as if they're just making it up as they go. But anyway, we're slowly getting through these quests. We've got to go back up to Fire Plume Ridge and kill the fire elemental kind of named quest mob there that we'd just beaten anyway. That's fine, we'll kill him again. But not until we've got some of these pterodact scales for Shizzle. I was pretty worried about coming into this zone when I first started out, but in actual fact, in actual fact, it's not that difficult as long as you just take your time and pick off the mobs one at a time, and then you won't have any problems. He says, getting aggro and taking damage. Generally, it should be fine. Even if we take on 3, it's fine. And we just need 2 more scales, and that will be that quest done. Right, that's our yellow crystals done as well. So we just need red ones, I think. 7 of those. And on the way down to the hot springs, this hot springs we were talking about earlier, where the hottest area of Fire Plume Ridge quest used to be. We've now got this new dude, Maximilian of Northshire, and this guy is both hilarious and retarded. He is a wannabe knight slash paladin slash hero. I don't know what, but essentially he doesn't know what he's doing and he's not very good at doing what he's doing. He's also really full of himself. So the first quest he's got us to do is slaying 15, in air quotes, dragons. And the second quest he wants us to rescue 3 damsels. Now we've also got another quest to collect 8 dinosaur bones, not dragon bones, dinosaur bones. That's fine. Now what you may have noticed, those of you who are observant, is that I now have the King's buff for 8 minutes. unfortunately, Maximilian Northshire gives us that buff, and if we take it off, he just pops it back on again. So on one hand, that's a little bit unfortunate because we happen to have a buff that we don't necessarily want as part of the WoW challenge. But on the other side of that, it's, you know, we've got a Free Kings buff. It's amazing. It is actually pretty good. And because of that, because we get, I don't know why I'm scared of this guy, by the way. I was running circles around him, but probably because he's marked as an elite, and elites are generally bad. But he's a quest elite, and quest elites are generally nothing to worry about. You see there, he just popped Kings on again. Now Maximilian is a bit of a pain because, like I say, we do have a quest to slay, air quotes, dragons, and because of that, he will randomly pull mobs, thinking they're dragons, and that it's his duty to kill them. So, just when you don't want him to do that, he always seems to know when the worst possible time to do it is, and then he'll do it. We got a bit of an upgrade there. He's pretty funny though. He's actually one of the highlights of this zone. You don't often find genuinely funny characters in this game anymore. There's a lot of quirky characters, but you know, I think it's pretty funny. He gets worse as well, which is the worst thing. But those mobs, those elite mobs, are pretty tough, and taking on 2 of those at once, my pet is taking a real beating. Didn't even loot the elites. There we go. Go back. The reason for attacking those ahead of anything else is that I think they've got like a 100% drop of the dinosaur bones that we're collecting for a quest. I don't think at this point I'd actually notice that they just appear on the floor as well, because there you go, there's one there, look. I don't know why there's just bones randomly lying around, as if a dinosaur has stubbed his toe and just left a bone there, like the toe drops off. I don't really know. Okay, that's the dinosaur bones done, but just as we're about to go, he pulls another one. What a dick. Yeah, I noticed I took a bit of healing there as well. I'm not sure whether he's healing me. I don't know, but I don't have a problem with that. If he wants to throw a heal my way, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's our red power crystals done as well, and yet again he pulls another dragon. Ugh! And at this point we're going to go and do the first damsel quest, and there's a box that a damsel has dropped into the water. My bag slots, I have none. And the damsel isn't even a damsel. It's a male knight, blood elf. And then it starts to rain. That's probably a good place to leave this episode. We've still got loads and loads of quests to do, including the worst quest of the game so far. So join me next time when we're gonna, I think we very nearly get Ungrow finished in the next episode. So we're just flying through these quests at the minute. So I'll see you next time.